Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is Canadian Retro. Another really brief pickups video for you today. Just the stuff that I did pick up today from out in the thrift shops. It wasn't a whole lot out there as usual. Lately it's just been kind of cleaned out. But I did pick up a few items. It was half price day at the Goodwills for video games and DVDs and things like that. So I picked up a few items there. I also picked up another item at the Value Village, but I'll save that one for the end, and you can tell me what you think of that. So the first things that I picked up on half price day, kind of strange situation actually. I went into one of my usual Goodwills, and for some reason they had all their games priced, the new games that they just put out priced for $10, and it didn't matter what system it was for. So there were some PS2 games there. There's a couple of PS3 games as well, priced for $10. I just didn't totally get it because normally they're priced at like $4 or $6, and I haven't really seen anything priced over top of that. Just those were the general prices, so I don't know where they were getting these $10 price tags from. I actually got to speak to somebody about that worked there, and he said that because the games were sealed, that's why they were priced for $10. And I called him on that answer because there was a copy there of, I'm trying to remember what game it was. I think it was like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas or something like that for PlayStation 2 that was marked for $10 as well, and it was, you know, more than used kind of thing. And so he really wasn't going to do anything because it was half price day. He wasn't going to really budge on it or anything like that, so I didn't really get anywhere with that. But I hope whoever's pricing things there for $10 gets their act together, because most of the things that they're putting out there will never move even on half price day if they decide to keep going with this $10 price tag that they're chucking on old video games. I did manage to pick up a couple of things though at that price because it was half price. It ended up working out basically for me. So I'll show you what I got right now. This is actually a little more interesting, although I'll tell you what I should have paid for it. I think they made an error at the counter, and I didn't really realize it because I had bought a bunch of different stuff there, so I'll explain that when I'm done. The first game for $5, and you can see that $10 price tag, like I was saying, couldn't believe it, is Secret Agent Clank for PlayStation 2. Interesting thing about this is it is sealed, but it doesn't have on it, you know, that PlayStation type of seal that would go over the top or down the side or something like that. And it also has on the back of it, through the barcode here, a couple of hole punches that somebody's put in there. So this must be some sort of reseal or something like that. I'm not really sure how that works exactly, but I mean, from the looks of it, it's in excellent condition. I haven't opened it up yet to actually check, but hopefully, you know, everything's good to go inside there. I've never seen this game out in the wild, that's why I picked this one up. It's probably not priced super valuably or anything like that, but I figured for the condition it's in and the fact that I rarely, actually, well, never seen it before, I figured I would pick this one up. And so essentially, like I said, that one cost $5. The other one there was a couple of PS3 games there. One was Metal Gear Solid 4, which I already have in my collection, so I didn't really need to pick it up, nor for $5 was it really necessarily worth it. There wasn't really a lot to get out of that. I'm pretty sure soon enough it'll be, you know, pretty cheap. So, you know, I just didn't bother with that one. But this one I did pick up. I was actually looking for this game. I don't have it yet for my collection, so I mean I do now because I picked it up obviously, but I didn't have it in my collection. I saw this one at a pawn shop for $8, used, and you know, in pretty decent shape and stuff like that, but I wasn't really willing to go for it for $8. But this one here is sealed, and it's Batman Arkham Asylum, and again that one there was $5. You know, I have checked this game out on Xbox 360 a little bit. I don't actually own it, so now I do. For the PlayStation 3, pretty wicked title, I think, to pick up. I don't know if it's like super expensive or anything like that. I don't think it is anymore, but still something I wanted to add in, so for $5 I was happy to do that. The last game that I picked up, and this was also $5, is this Incomplete Complete Mod Nation Racers. It's a not for resale edition, so it must have came packed in with a PSP back in the day. It's in excellent shape. The UMV is in really great shape, actually, not too bad at all. So I thought I would pick it up. The reason why I call this one Complete but Not Complete is, I mean, obviously the regular edition of this would have come in a case with like a manual and all that kind of stuff, and this one just comes in this cheap sort of cardboard sleeve or whatever. But for $5 I thought I would pick that up. Now, if you're doing the math, these 3 games should have cost $15 because they're $5 each. But I think what happened, and I didn't realize it until I got home, I wasn't really paying attention. I was kind of in a hurry, actually, to get out of there just because I had to wait a long time. There's some people in front of me that were really consuming the cashier's time, and by that time I had to get out of there. So I basically wasn't paying attention. I just kind of paid and left, and didn't realize that they only charged me basically for these 3 games $10.50. So I think what happened when I looked at it was they properly charged me for these 2, but then only charged me $1 for this one, which would then be half price. So I got this one for 50 cents, and I think that's what ended up happening with this. But for the 3 games I ended up paying, you know, $10.50 was pretty good. The next thing that I picked up actually came from a Value Village. There wasn't a whole lot there. I did stop by Talese. They had a right before I went to the Value Village, I stopped by Talese. They had a DS system there, that DS Lite system there. It was a white one. It came with a charger, and it also had like one of those hack cards in it where you can like put ROMs and stuff on them or whatever. And they wanted $50 for it. It was an okay shape, I think, on the inside. The outside needed a good cleaning, that's for sure. It's probably going to sit there for a while because $50 plus tax. I mean, if you can do the math on that, that's almost like going to be close to $60 where I'm at. So not really worth it for a used DS Lite that, you know, has one of those cards in it. Those will probably be cheaper than chips pretty soon. So not really, wasn't really interested in it. I did check it out, tested it, it did work and everything like that, so that was pretty cool. After that, I walked over to the Value Village that was right nearby, and I picked up this, which I don't really have an interest in myself because I'm not really that much of a PC gamer. I mean, there are a few games that I play on PC, but that's about it. I'm not really a collector for it, and I definitely don't collect this retro stuff. But I did see this in a video, another video recently, and a person was saying that this has some value to it, and I did message Longshot about it because I know he is a PC collector kind of thing, like he collects different things. He said he wasn't really interested, but he knows that the stick has some value to it, so I thought I would pick it up. And it's one of these Thrustmaster fighter sticks, Fighter X, I believe it's called. It has one of these, and I believe it is called the 15-pin connector. I can't even remember. It's so old now, but it's one of these like really hefty joysticks, and I know these things were quite pricey back in the day. It's a really beefy joystick. It still feels really good. The buttons feel good. Like nothing's really broken down on it. This thing is built like a tank. I mean, this would have been the joystick of choice. I know it back in the day. So pretty cool right there. The only thing with this is it's completely dusty. Basically looks like it was probably sitting in somebody's garage for the longest time, and they finally dug it out and decided to donate it. But pretty good find there, and for that one I paid $3.99, so $4. Came out to about $4.50 with tax. So pretty cool right there. This is definitely going to be up for trade, hopefully locally, because I'm pretty sure anybody who wants this thing does not want to pay the shipping on it. It weighs a pretty good ton, I think, but pretty cool stick nonetheless. and I would definitely be trading this to somebody who would really appreciate it. I don't know who's using it though with that kind of connector, but still pretty awesome, I think. Again, you know, feel free to thumbs up this video. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and I will see you all later.